Next question. Okay, so you guys mentioned games. So
Yeah.
as a new teacher to EM, what can you share with me? This is your elevator pitch about the importance of games.
They serve several purposes in terms of what the approach of everyday math is. One is the one we mentioned in an earlier question, which is they are an awesome way to sort of sneak in practice. And the practice is varied. There's varied numbers, there's varied problem types. It's really easy to differentiate. Everybody can get the same game, but maybe you've changed the numbers on the cards, or maybe you've said use 3 instead of 2 in ways that feel more inclusive and yet more differentiated. And then I think there's something Sarah said earlier. We want kids to feel like math is playful, it's fun, it's social, it's collaborative, and games are a way to associate those good feelings with math. And so that's really intentional. It's also because kids enter games with a more sort of, they're less fearful about making mistakes. They're more sort of open-minded. They let us explore new concepts sometimes through a game in ways that might be, kids might enter that with more of an open mind, more of a sort of an exploratory stance than maybe a different approach. So they serve a lot of purposes for us. Not every game serves the same purpose, but it's good for teachers to think about, like, what is this game? Why is it here? And then how can I decide to use it?
I might just say too, it's an interesting and authentic way for teachers to assess in a way that kids might not always know they're being assessed. So one way is to just walk around the room and pay attention when you're playing Addition Top It. Who knows those answers pretty quickly? Who still is using fingers, or who's still using the number grid to add? A lot of the games have recording sheets, not because they necessarily need them, but very purposely, so that you can say, record the first 3 rounds of name that number that you play. And that's a really quick and easy thing for teachers to walk by and collect and look through some of the strategies that students are using. And then we also, suggest discussion questions that teachers could use. It's a great way to work in some informal assessment around, or even instruction around standards for mathematical practice. A lot of time we're asking kids to think about strategies that they used, strategies they could use to play the game better, tools that they used. So anyway, great questions that you can ask to spark good mathematical discussions, but also just to assess kids too.
Yeah. So when I think about all the things you've said, I think games in the middle, like a web. So around the web, I heard that it's engaging, that it is fun, that it is formative for the teacher, that kids are having rich discourse, that it's lots of practice with low anxiety, high engagement. What else? Did I get them all?
I think you pretty much did get them all. I think the other thing is like that it's low risk, and so it sometimes allows for more exploration of concepts in some deeper ways.